Okay, so this is going to be my attempt at trying to make a nose cone on this video. It's been a while since I did this, a couple of months, so I don't remember the exact steps I took for all the other nose cones. But as you can see, I have imported our body and chassis file. The body panels were done on top of the chassis file, part file, instead of in an assembly, as you can see up here. It's the way I do it. Is it the right way? I don't know. But hey, it's what I do. This is SolidWorks. I believe it's 25. Uh, it is student edition. So yeah, just be aware of that. What else do we got here? Yeah, I have lines on right now. We can take it off shaded. Uh, ooh, I don't know what that was. A little bit of a gap. But it works. Since we drape vacuum bag over the chassis, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be in there for, I believe it says, no, not SES. It needs to be in there regardless for the final rendering of the car. So yeah, I can go through on a separate video on how to do that. But this is just going to be the nose cone for right now. Okay, first things first is, do I have a plane up front? I have a bunch of body panel plate. Oh, what was that? Body panel front plane. Where's that? And that was spacebar to get that. Okay. I think I'm going to use body panel front plane for this. I could just make a plane and find it as the start of those tubes. I'm just going to use this one for right now. Okay, so we're going to start on that. Sketch. Okay, so now we're sketching. I'm going to make a box. Yeah, let's make a box. Make a box like, let's not make a box. Let's use lines for right now. I'm going to go like, yeah, we can snap to that point. Why not? Up here, we're going to go like here-ish. Actually, we're going to go all the way up to the top where we want to be. Just straight up and down. Should be straight up. Okay, well, whatever. It can be right there. We're going to go all the way over till we're pretty much right there. Does it have to be perfect? Not really, but hey. This is just getting the base sketch down and like right there-ish. And this can come over and click on that. So we are good, and we have our horizontal mate, which is good. We have a perpendicular mate here, so we're going to click on that. We're going to delete that because I don't like that. You are going to be switched to horizontal because I like that. If that's going to be that, I want you to be vertical. And I want you to be vertical. Okay, so now we have a box, roughly speaking. Semi-defined. Those are coincident. I don't like that. Interesting. I guess it's the same on both sides. Yeah, I think it's the same on both sides. And yeah, we can't move this side to side. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? We're gonna make this. Okay, that's there. It's like right on that tube. I'm gonna take this off. So just click on that, delete. Click on that green icon, delete. Okay. Let's hope this don't break anything. Oh, and it don't. Sweet. Okay, so we're gonna move that out a little bit. Go back over here. We're gonna move this out a little bit. About right there. We're gonna take you. We're gonna drop you down to just a wee bit. About right there. Ish. Okay. Sweet. We're gonna check mark that. Come in here with a fillet. Sketch fillet. And we do have that selected. Oh, come on. Do 1/4 inch radius, maybe. That one. That one. that one, and that one. Just be careful when you do this. You can lose a lot of references. So if you ever need to change anything with the fillets in there, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but like, hey, it is what it is, right? Do 3/8. What's that looking like? That's a little better. We'll go 3/8. Why not? Okay, check mark. Exit sketch. And that was body panel front plane that we were on, right? Yeah. Okay, sweet. And where's that sketch? We show that? Oh, it's already being shown. No, it's not being shown. What the hell? Well, I suggest seeing it, first of all. Okay, next, we're gonna need another plane in there, because I like building our nose cones out in planes. So there's this plane right here. Hold on, there's that plane right there, right? And then I'll have another plane here. I have another plane here. And yeah, so we have to make that plane. Uh, Usually you define all these first. Like if I had dimensions on this, I'm just going off the cuff right now. I don't have regs in front of me. So I think the impact attenuator is about 8 inches-ish. Don't quote me on that one. And that's a honeycomb aluminum one, I believe. Let's see here, features, reference geometry, plane, and we want to reference that. Yes, let's go 8 inches. There we go. So that can be when we start wrapping up. Yes, thank you. Okay. Spacebar here. Oh, and I don't know what spacebar gets, but I do know if you don't see all this here and it's kind of like ugly, I believe it's view, workspace, and then you're probably clicked on simplified workspace. Turn that to default and you should be able to get all these. I don't know if that pops up with the like octagon looking thing that you can choose viewports when you press spacebar, but I try it. So there we have another plane. We're going to call this nose cone. Always make sure to label your sketches, especially when you have something that's a mile long like this file. It just makes it easier. That's nose. Yeah, let's not do that. Nose cone, mid plane, nose cone, mid plane, vert. And you'll see why I named it vertical later on. Okay, we're going to choose you. Nose cone, mid plane, vert. I choose you. It's a Pokemon reference for all you younger kids that haven't ever played that game. Okay, and I'm going to want to tuck this in a wee bit. How did I do this before? Ah, yes, okay. So I do need that. But I will need something else first. So we're going to exit out of that sketch. Yes. Okay. Okay, where? There we go, front plane. No, right plane, there we go. Our chassis guy was nice enough to have this actually go through the center of the car. Lucky me. So I don't actually have to create it. I'm so happy. We're going to choose that. Right plane, I choose you to sketch on. We good? We should be. Okay. Go back down. What do we got here? What do we got here? We were the spline before. I do like me some splines. If you've never used splines before, I'm sorry. This is going to kind of suck. Where am I going with this? How far out do I go? Go right there. Okay. And then we can take you, go from down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, not sketch fillet. Spline. Go from like right there-ish, and that's going to have a reference on it. That's going to suck. And then we go like there. Select. Okay. Where's my sketch? Yeah, there we go. Turn on, damn it. What is your problem? I need this sketch on. Hide. Hide. Where's my sketch? There's my sketch. I need that. Show me the sketch. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I know why. Yeah, it's that up here. We were shaded. Don't go. Oh, no, that didn't work. What's this? Can I take this off? There we go. That eyeball was screwing me up. It wasn't the, oh, how do I get those back now? Is it this one? God damn it, what did I hide? Show. Show. There we go. Okay. So it's going to be this right here. We're going to click on that, right? Now I'm holding control down. I'm going to hover over this point. I'm going to click on that. Recommend using mates. Just makes it easier or a pain in the ass depending on how you want to look at it. But I'm going to choose pierce. So that physically pierces that line right there, which I define as being a good thing. There's our 8 inches. So yeah. We're going to go down here, click on that line, control, click on that point. No. Of course, I had something else selected. I don't know what. Escape. Line, control, point, pierce. Hey, there we go. Okay, now I can click on you and I can drag you to like there-ish, I guess. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I can snap to that plane. That's pretty cool. You can definitely play around with the splines a wee bit, make it look like whatever you want. You can add more points into them. You can change up where they point, what they do. Kind of want something like that. Take this, this one, go here. You can be horizontal. There we go. I don't want that. Yeah, I mean like, yeah, something like that. And then you. No, whoa. Haha, nice, it undid. That's better. Okay, I don't know. It kind of looks good. You can play around with it. This top one. Where is? Oh, there's that point. Of course, you're gonna be a pain. Why wouldn't you be? I don't know what that is. Undo, undo, Control Z works wonders. What are we doing here? Why are you broken? Don't break on me. Well, I didn't like it, so I just deleted that. We can always start over. Go down here, and click. We're going to click on that, select. I don't actually know what I'm doing on that one, but hey, it works. Line on sketch, control, point, pierce. Check mark. Okay, now you, there we go. You're going to need to go like up a wee bit, not much. What in the ever-living hell? What are we doing here? There we go. Okay. You can play around like where this point actually sits, since both of these are kind of like their own deal. Uh, Definitely recommend making the nose kind of float. Follow that as much as you can. Maybe this needs to be down a wee bit more. Maybe that point just needs to go. Can we delete that? Ooh. Yeah, we can. Okay, there we go. That looks better. You kind of want to follow the slope of the nose. Right, with all the body panels, slope of the nose. Go here, go here, go here. You can be vertical because I want you to be. That'd be nice. You can also be vertical. That'd be nice. There we go. Sweet. Kind of looks like a dog's nose almost. Not as pointy as my composites lead would like to say. I've got to make it more pointy. That looks pretty pointy. So we're going to exit out of that. There we go. Okay, so that's needed for this plane because we're going to need to use those piercing commands to go through the top and through the bottom. But before that, okay, let's rename this. Nose cone, nose cone, base, nose cone base. Let's work nose cone base. Okay, you are gonna be. Oh, I did top profile and bottom profile before. Well, let's see if this works, and then we can always correct it. If not, right prof, right profile. And now comes the hard part. Not really. We're going to take you, and actually we're going to take you, and we're going to go features, reference geometry plane to that point. There we go. Check mark. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And we're going to say side prof plane. Side prof plane. There we go. Okay. So now we have that. Why are all these turned on? I don't want to look at those. Hide, please. 92 and 93. I must have made those. Where are 92 and 93? There we go. Yeah, y'all don't need to be in here. Y'all can go home. Thank you. 91. Where the hell is 91? I saved the document. Never. I like to cry when it crashes. Well, there's a plane 91 somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hide. There we go. I just don't like looking at it. Too much blue. We're gonna go side prof and sketch and top down look. Everybody's least favorite tool, the spline. Bingo, bongo. Select. There we go. This one I will make two separate ones because SolidWorks is a pain in the ass sometimes. Salt Systems makes a pretty decent software, but you know, sometimes it just wants to make you cry. Okay, over here, over here, over here, over here. No. Yes. Control you here. Nope. Nope. To pick up the plane. Nosecone midplane vert. Whatever. It don't matter. I don't care. Bingo bongo piercedo, and we're donezo. Okay, you. And all of this should be pretty straightforward. Spacebar up here. I mean, looks pretty good. Maybe I might come out. The pointy police would tell me that that's not pointy enough, so we're gonna do that. Okay, exit sketch is gonna be left prof. Left prof. There we go. And now we're gonna go sketch, same plane. This is my favorite thing in the world. We're gonna hit control. Actually, we don't need control because we're only selecting the one. Where is it? Convert entities. So we actually make it a line. Then we grab here, mirror entities. We are not gonna copy. We are going to mirror about that. It needs a plane. Hit the drop down, right plane. There we go. Check mark. And because I need to, let's do this. Bingo, bongo, and pierce, and check mark. There we go. And all these should be, oh, what is that? Oh, shoot. What is that? Is that ours? No, there's no way. There's no way. There might be a way, and I'm not gonna like it. Control mouse wheel makes it move. If you didn't know that. What in the what? Whose is that? Oh, that's mine. Okay, there's that. These all 1 point. They should be. They should be. They should be. Nope, SolidWorks is breaking. Don't break on me, baby. Okay, let's force you not to break. Okay, you here. Oh, arc selected item cannot be converted into a line in arc sketch plan. Okay. Check mark. That may cause issues in the future. If it do, I know where to look. Possibly. Do it look the same? Look pretty good. Okay, we out. This is going to be right prof. You'll see why I do this in a sec. Right prof. Okay, enter. What do you mean? Name already exists. Bullshit. Right? Prof. Piss off. Where the hell is right prof? Oh, it's right here. Oh. Well, fine. I'll change you. Top bot. There we go. Now you can be right prof. There we go. Let's see here. Now we can make a square. Okay, where is Nosecone midplane? So that's gonna be here. Hold on. Where's our other plane? Did we hide it? Oh, that's this one. Whoops. We're gonna hide you. There we go. Nosecone midplane. We're gonna select that. It's right there. We're gonna hit sketch. Okay, sweet. So now we should have all of our sketches here. So this really don't matter. I'm gonna take a square. I'm gonna do this. Now, it is incredibly important that you do not have references on. References? What are these? Preferences? No. Properties, that's what they are. You don't have properties on corner. None of these line up with anything. None of these are referencing anything, because this will get very ugly very quick if you are doing that. Okay. So what you are going to want to do is you're going to want to take this midpoint and make sure it is the midpoint. You're going to hit control, midpoint, or midpoint. Then you're going to want to hit control again. This is going to be our top profile. Maybe this is why I split them apart. We're going to go like that. Okay. This is going to be our right profile. Make sure you are not grabbing the midpoint because these are going to be different. You're going to take our left profile. Ooh, why is it happening? I don't like that. Yeah, we can take the midpoint again. We can hit bottom profile. We're gonna go pierce. Really? It's that low? Oh yeah, it is gonna be that low. Interesting. Okay. And where? Okay, we're gonna go here, this line, this line. Shit. Okay. Oh, I am remembering again. Okay, so you can grab a box. You'll need to be trimming said box. Oh, no trim. No trimmy. No trimmy. I just want that line. Hey, there we go. Select, delete button. There we go. Okay, now you're going to take this, you're going to go here, and then you're going to make sure you have a vertical property, and then you're going to go down. You're going to do 2 lines. Do the points matter where they go? No, so long as you have the vertical constraints. This bad boy right here is a coincidence. Coincidink. I don't like coincidinks, so he's going to go. I don't like him when I'm not supposed to have him. Okay, now you grab this point, and you come over here to your left profile, and you hit pierce. There we go. Bada bang, bada da boom, and that really shouldn't move much, and it decides it wants to break shit. Pierce point. Sketches over to find. Where? I believe it's because we grabbed the midpoint. Yeah, it do be because we grabbed a midpoint. So, what I'm going to suggest is doing this a different way. So if you grab the box method and you're not watching through for a first time, well, I'm sorry. So we're just going to plain as shit get rid of this, if SolidWorks will let me. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, SolidWorks. Thank you. And, oh, good, it didn't have a stroke. So we are going to go here. I select on the plane, sketch. Okay, so learning in real time with Adam. We're going to click on this, and we're going to make a box. And it's not going to really matter too terribly much. Oh, what is this? Windows Security, Defender Summary. I don't care, Defender. I'm good. Click, 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 and click. Okay. Do I have everything? Why is there a midpoint there? Do I want a midpoint? No, I didn't ask for one. I wanted 2 separate lines with vertical constraints. Okay, so vertical, horizontal constraints on everything. This should solve my problem from last time. So what was happening last time, if I didn't explain it very well, is because I chose a midpoint, and it's essentially a mirror once I put it on the right plane. So if I run it out this far to the left, and I pierce it, this side now physically has to be equal to this side, and when I do a pierce constraint, it overdefines the entire sketch. That is no bueno, as they say. Why? Oh, that was shift. I thought it would still work. Always use control, don't use shift. Okay, pierce that. Oh, why is that so ugly? It's actually not that bad. Okay, and we're gonna go you here, same shiz, and you here, same shiz. Pierso, dot, pierso. Bingo. Okay, check that. Now we can take our fillet. Fillet, what do we do? Half? Oh, no, not 5. Actually, what's 5 look like on the bottom? Eh, sure, we can start tucking her in. 5, and then you can be, I don't know, what? 5.5? Half inch on the top, what's that looking like? I mean, I guess. Seems a little light for me. 0.75? I mean, can we go 1? Yeah, let's go 1. There we go. Okay, you got that looking thing. Pretty ugly. Check mark. Okay, so now if you really want to see if all this is working out, which hopefully it should, I'm gonna exit out of that sketch. Whoa, exit out of the sketch. Bingo. And there's gonna be mid-prof. What are we doing here? Ah, yeah, I was gonna show you guys how to loft. If you don't have surfaces up here, I mean, it's fine. You can always go tab, surfaces, bingo, and then you have it. If not, and you just want to go up here, highly suggest making this a pin. Then you can just hover over insert, and then you should be able to go surfaces, and then you can go loft, right? Yeah, I think I use loft. Either loft or boundary surface. I use loft, I think, for these. Just works a little bit nicer. Little trick. I like using this drop down and then select. Oh, why did I just zoom in? There we go. I like using the drop down because then I can see what I'm selecting, especially when shit gets crowded. Nose cone base is what I want. To nose cone mid prof. Guide curves. I'm gonna want top bottom prof, and I'm gonna want left and right, and then you can add tangent stuff to this. Start and end constraints. I normally don't touch that. SolidWorks normally does a fairly good job, but this is where you can check, like double check. Hey, SolidWorks, are you actually using the top profile like you should be? No. Well, that kind of sucks. Bottom prof. Yeah, no, it's tight, pretty tight to that. Okay, from the top, what do we got here? Oh, look, it's actually following the sides. Uh, Sometimes it really doesn't like to follow the sides. Do I need that surface loft right now? No. So I'm not going to make it. But essentially, that's a good check to make sure that everything's working properly. Because if it's not, SolidWorks will tell you. And it won't be nice about it. Okay. We're going to click on U. And we're going to click on the reference plane. And we're going to go forward 7 inches? Sure, let's go forward 7 inches. Clickety click. Oh, battery's fully charged. Nice. Okay, plane, mid, mid front, mid Ohio. It's gonna be mid Ohio plane because I want it to be. How about that? Nose cone mid vert can be hidden now. We're gonna select U, sketchy boy, and same shit as before. We take our line tool. We're gonna go click, vertical constraint, click, 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 and just gotta make sure click, 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 done. Get you to make sure we're selecting the right shit here. Control and pierce. There we go. And again, SolidWorks. You're not doing what I told you to. You're combining shit on me, and I don't like it. Oh, yeah. Be careful when you start doing that. Especially when you're not looking through the plane. It can go bad very quick. Ask me how I know. I've done it before. It's not fun. Point, click, control, click, and pierce, and done, and boom, 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 boom. Oh, why is it so low? Oh well, don't matter. Okay, what do we get up here? 1 inch? Maybe like 2? Can we go 2? Fillet cannot be added specified radius with eliminating one of the elements. Okay, so we can't go 2. 1.5? Ooh, looking better. Cha-ching. Okay, 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 okay. Sketch fillet down here. Boom. Bam. Bada bop boop. Pow. Oh. Click. Okay, sweet. Exit. Nice. Okay. This is gonna be for. Ooh. Do I really have to define another plane? What's this? Ohio sketch. Ohio prof. There we go. Keep the name consistent, Adam. Okay, and next thing's next. Click on the plane. How beautiful. We're gonna go reference geometry plane and point and go. Don't crash. I haven't saved yet. As I say it, it's probably gonna crash. Okay. Bada bing boom and hide. Well, that was our side prof plane. Good. Where's Mid Ohio? Mid Ohio can go back. Go home, Mid Ohio. You front cone. Pointy boy. Oh, no, 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 no. Select that. Sketchy boy, then pointy boy. Can I just put a point right there? And you should, yeah, be in the front. Okay, sweet. You're gonna see why we're gonna use that in a sec. Exit. Front pointy. Okay. So now you can kind of see the skeleton of our nose cone. Kind of works. You can imagine it in your mind. Or not. Either or. I like doing that. Comes out looking nice. Okay, surface loft. And same shiznip as before. Go down here, scroll down, and nose cone base. And then we're gonna go to, where's our mid plane? Mid prof, Ohio prof, pointy. And it's broken. Yay. Not yay, that's actually really bad. Top and bottom prof. SolidWorks doesn't like it. No way this actually works. Yeah, and rebuild errors. Haha, no. Okay, lofted surface again. Try this one more time. Nose cone base. Yes. Mid prof. Yes. Constraints. We're going to go top, bottom, left, and right. There we go. So it kind of looks everything correct-ish. Ish. Then we go to Ohio prof, and it's broken. What don't you like about the Ohio prof? Oh, because I put it in the wrong damn spot. How about you? Still doesn't like the Ohio prof. Well, let's see if this works. Okay, we're gonna make that lofted surface. Do. Done. Okay, lofted surface. Oh, at least two profiles per. Piss off. Front cone plane. Oh, actually, hold on. Get out of that. Where's front cone plane? You're gonna be hidden because I don't like you. Ooh, what the hell just happened? Took away all these. And now on lofted surface. Okay. Top prof, left prof, right prof. These all need to be no, do not customize them, damn it. Show them to me. There we go. Okay. Pointy on there? Yep, pointy's on there. Okay. Uh, Lofted surface. Could I go from right here to right here? Oh, I can't. How wonderful. You just don't want to do it for me, big man. That's okay. Uh, where's top bottom? Top bottom, left, and then right. And then you can play the game with SolidWorks. Are you doing exactly what I tell you to do? Yes or no? Put your guesses in the chat bar. Haha, joke's on you. This isn't being live streamed. Yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to there. It's a little bit of blowout. Not horrible. Hmm, none. Okay. I don't think I could put pointy in here. Pointy? Pointy? Oh, I can put pointy in there. As you can see, SolidWorks goes from, it's going to go up to, nah, it's going to go down. We're just going to do that. Call it a day. Hey, sweet. Okay. And as you can kind of see here, it kind of has some of that going on. This you will see. You see the banding in here. Band, band, band. Especially if you export this as an XTL and then you decide to like, oh, I don't know, 3D print your molds like we did. Big problem. Big problem. Lot of sanding. Lot of pain. So I don't know how you'd fix that, honestly. It's kind of pointy. Again, you're probably going to have to do some sanding on whatever mold you make out of this. But, hey, it's a learning lesson. Y'all don't actually have to do this. Okay, coming down at it. Kind of looks right. Yeah, again, you can see something here in the shadows. That's definitely going to show up in a mold. If I had to guess, you can't see my hands right now, but it's like, it's kind of twisting to try and make this curve up here. So if we go back into this loft here, edit the feature, right? And it's doing exactly what I'm telling it to, or exactly what I just said. It's trying to twist from this point here instead of going to like that point down there. It's physically twisting the nose cone. So it's like if I were to grab right here, right, and I were to twist, I would twist this counterclockwise, keep this the same. So it's kind of twisting it. Uh, it's a no bueno. Oh, is that the bottom one? Oh, it is the bottom one. Interesting. I thought it was on the top. Same shit still applies though. In this case, I'd be twisting it clockwise. I wouldn't be twisting it counterclockwise. So I can take this and I can move that like right there, ish. I don't know if that would help. Try again. Do do. There we go. Did that fix it? Nah, it's still there. You can play around with that. Uh, Part of that's because I decided to click it in the tree. I think if I were to click it over here, which is again something that you'd want to be careful about, if by any chance that you are clicking on, say, this one to this, you know, if you're going from uh, mid-plain to mid-Ohio in this sketch, right? And you clicked on the top and you clicked on the bottom down here, like it'd have issues. SolidWorks doesn't like it. That shit actually matters. Uh, but yeah. So that's how you make a nose cone. If you wanted to throw an appearance on it, that's a scene appearance. Don't click on that. Go, no, no, bad, bad. Oh, you can stitch these together. Hold on, where's stitch? Stitch, or knit. You can knit them. Bada bing, bada boom, and bada bang. So now it's one goober. And then of course, if you're throwing this into another sketch, trying to make a mold with it, you're gonna need a thicken, there it is. Thicken, thicken. We're gonna wanna go that way, this way, that way, this way. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Pain in the ass. I think it's that way. I think it's on the inside. I would want it on the inside. We're doing 1/10 of an inch. It should work. SolidWorks loves me today, so I guess it worked, right? Sweet. So now we have a solid. So if you were to go up here, ignore that. If we were to go, where's our solids folder? Surface spot. No. Do I not have a solids folder in here? What the hell? Maybe not. Oh, congrats. I think it just made a solid, which is a good thing. Trust me on that one. Okay, so now we can go here. Appearance, body, sure. I don't care. Doesn't really matter to me. No, we don't want metal. We want plastic. Plastic. We want composite. Carbon fiber design. Put some tweel on that. Of course, it comes in at like, I don't even know what you'd call that, like 100K? Shit's massive. It's a cool little decal on there. Oh well, whatever. Ta-da, nose cone. Oh, that came into the chassis. Okay, so bad news. You edit feature. We don't want the bulkhead top. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, and we don't want that. Maybe. What? What are you yelling at me for, SolidWorks? What the hell? Delete. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Uh-oh. 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 Pinwheel of death. Oh, it did come out. Okay, well, you. So that should have been, I think we had steel, polished bronze. There we go. Okay, it was similar to that. It wasn't that, but it was similar. It was close enough. Okay. Thicken and that trim was part of it? That surface net was now part of it? What? Maybe it's a surface loft? You edit the feature? We connected anything down here? Merge tangent line and faces. Maybe that was it. Oh, and it's broken.